Welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing episode 4 of Basketball Wives Orlando. So we start with the Last Supper event hosted by Mulan. Okay, I didn't know we were starting with this. So Morgan and Danielle meet up before, and Ashley and Megan meet up before to have drinks. Why? I don't know. Like, I'm sure y'all was going to have drinks at dinner, but I mean, they barely got to dinner. So I guess good call. So, with Morgan and Danielle, Morgan is telling Danielle how the lady said that they were bullies. And Megan and Ashley are meeting because Megan kind of wants Ashley to take accountability for everything that she's done to Morgan. Ashley is still playing victim, blah blah blah. So okay, these little meetups that they had before the dinner, I guess, was to put the bugs in the ears. Morgan and Danielle arrived, and Milan has assigned seating. They not feeling it, so they just come in trying to move stuff around.
Assigned seat. Okay. Having assigned seats at an adult's dinner is actually childish, and she knows good and well it's not going down like that. I'm grown as hell, and I will be sitting where I want to sit.
Well, we gonna move it.
No.
Oh, yeah. That's petty.
Yeah.
Now, I get it. The seating is messy, but I'm just so sick of Morgan and Danielle walking into these events and just killing the vibe. They did this at Never Have I Ever. They was being catty and talking about the girl hair. They did this at Ashley's event when Danielle came in there with bad energy because she didn't want to talk to Mackenzie. Now you come in to this Last Supper event just moving stuff around, not being a team player. I'm just sick of them always killing the vibe. Y'all could have sucked it up and sat where you were assigned. So all of the ladies arrive. Nikki starts. She tries to throw Neek under the bus, saying that she was the one calling Danielle and Morgan bullies. But when you go back and watch the footage, Nikki is actually the one who said it, but it's not like Neek or Milan disagreed. So when Neek was trying to present her case, I personally feel like she was trying to cop a plea. Like, she wasn't trying to admit that that was what she implied or anything. That's me, both her and Milan. I feel like that's just me personally. They were trying to be like, oh, no, I didn't say bully. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, you didn't say those words, but you did imply it. And you agreed with Nikki. But Nikki is being messy because she is the one who said the bully word. But I just feel like they were just trying to act like, no, I ain't say that. I don't feel that way. But at some point, Nikki was just like, yeah, I feel like when y'all get together, y'all are blah, blah, blah. But as she was getting a chance to really say that, I think Morgan ended up talking over her, which really ticked her off.
I heard the bully comment come from is when y'all get together, it's too much like, kiki and like, it seems like it's just,
But when y'all get better
to separate y'all.
And when y'all get together, it's a lot of...
Okay, why you speaking while I'm speaking? Bitch, I'm talking.
And that's when her and Morgan started going at it, and then they got into Neek threw a napkin, and then they got into it, and then Danielle and Milan got into it.
What you gonna do? Let's go. These girls pop off so quick, I didn't even get to eat.
I'm not doing that because Nikki's lying.
It was just too much over Neek feeling like she got cut off. I just feel like that was dumb because they were all talking at the same time. They were all talking over each other at some point. I don't know why they fought over that. Neek got a little hype for no reason to me. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. So, the rest of the episode is the fallout. So Megan meets up with Milan and Ashley to talk about everything. Now, Milan and Danielle, obviously, they're not friends right now because they got into it. And Danielle ended up hitting Milan. Milan said she ain't willing to get over it until she get her lick back. I know that's right. So Megan is giving her 2 cents on the situation. She feels like Neek was the aggressor and started the entire situation. And I agree. Like I said, she got very hyped for nothing. So at the same time, Nikki, Morgan, and Danielle are also talking about the same situation. Y'all know how they do that little split screen where it's like 2 different groups talking about the same thing. Not split screen, but cutting back and forth. So Nikki reveals a situation between her and Milan. So basically, apparently Milan told the makeup artist that they share, her name is Jasmine, Milan told her not to do Nikki's makeup anymore after the situation because she feels some type of way about Nikki being messy and throwing them under the bus. So they start going back and forth in text messages, and Nikki called Milan an Oompa Loompa. So after she said that, Milan then sent a picture to her of the back of her. She was pretty much saying, girl, you don't have no space to be talking about nobody's weight.
She put me in a group chat and was being rude to me. She goes, you're messy and don't stand on your Did you forget? Then she gonna say some we'll see. Be safe. So I said, toodles, oompa loompa. Ooh. So I'm like, okay, Nikki, while you're calling people oompa loompas, you're not too small yourself. She sent me a picture of the back of me. Do you see this?
Wait, what? Let me see.
Take
Girl,
it.
What?
Now she's
First of all, why does she have a picture of the back of Nikki? That's kind of weird. But Nikki starts crying, playing victim. She's self-conscious, boo-hoo-hoo. If you're self-conscious about your weight, you don't need to be talking about nobody else's weight. I can't stand when people, like, they have things that they're insecure about, but then they try to attack other people for those things that they're insecure about. At that point, you asking for it. If you're conscious about your weight, but you constantly talking about other people's weight, and somebody talk about yours, you deserve that. Don't dish it if you can't take it. It's real simple. So next, Neek and Mackenzie have a little co-parenting date. They talk about the situation as well. And Mackenzie is pretty much agreeing with everything. You know, she feels like Morgan and Danielle are mean girls. She didn't really say anything at the supper, though. She was very quiet. Neek also admitted she was wrong for starting a fight. But she said the reason she did it is because she felt like Morgan, you know, has more of an aggressive personality than her. Neek is soft-spoken, so she feels like sometimes Morgan tries to talk over her and overpower her. And they could be true in different cases, but like I said, in this situation, everybody was talking over everybody, like it was an argument. I feel like she probably had some pent-up feeling towards Morgan. I don't know, maybe Morgan has said something to her that's bothered her that she's held on to. I don't know, but I didn't feel like Morgan was trying to overpower her in that moment, like y'all was having an argument. Like I said, it just felt like neither one of them wanted to own up to what they were saying. That's just my opinion. But feel free to disagree in the comments. Y'all let me know. The girls go to a boxing session, besides like maybe a few of them. Danielle is talking about how somebody sent her a picture of Rashad and Mackenzie, and she is just so confused because she still don't know the status of the relationship. Girl, I'm so sick of Danielle. I'm so sick of her. How are you in the dark when she told you several times that that's his girlfriend? And we also found out in this episode that Mackenzie knew him first. So is this one of those situations where you try to like come in and have a baby with him and keep him or something? Because you talking about 8 years. I know him 8 years. We had an 8-year relationship, but he knew Mackenzie before that. So they've had an even longer relationship or a timeline. So yeah, Danielle is being delusional. Morgan is not helping with her advice.
Friend, like I told you, you let it go when you're ready to let it go. It's your decision because it's your life and your feelings.
The blind leading the blind. So lastly, Mulan and Danielle finally have a convo to talk about everything. Basically, Danielle was upset because she thought Mulan called her a mean girl. I mean, which she kind of did. She didn't say it, but she agreed to it. But all of it was instigated by Nikki nonetheless. So Danielle was trying to apologize and everything. Mulan ain't trying to hear it. She felt like she was trying to save face. She said that Danielle didn't text her and apologize until after she talked to Megan and complained about the fact that Danielle hadn't texted her. So she felt like it was fake. She agreed to be cordial and left it at that.
So where do we go from here? We can be cordial. We can sit in the same room.
Let's do that.
I'm not tripping.
And I mean, she said a lot more.
But you ain't gonna do me like you do Mackenzie with them slick ass comments.
That's your friend now?
Mackenzie's cool. I don't have a problem with Mackenzie. You know why?
Sounds
because
good.
I no longer have to be in between of what you guys have.
So that's your
so
friend
once
now.
you heal from what happened with you and Rashad, maybe you can sit down and talk to her.
She ate Danielle up. I ain't gonna lie. But Danielle needed to hear it. She needed to hear it. And the episode ends there. So next week, we finally see this discussion between Megan and her mom that I've been waiting for. From the looks of the clip, her mom looks horrible. Already, we haven't even seen much.
I'm like, I'm not a kid anymore.
I'm not kissing nobody's ass, especially my child.
Also, Danielle and Mackenzie finally have a one-on-one. Danielle asks like the dumbest question ever. Have you been around my kids?
You been around my kids? Have you been around my children?
I'm pretty sure she has. I don't know the answer to it, but if she says yes, I really don't want Danielle to be sitting up here acting shocked and stupid and confused. But yeah, that was this week's episode. Let me know what y'all thought about everything. Again, I just felt like Neek did too much. I mean, she owned it. She owned that she shouldn't have thrown a napkin, but I feel like Neek and Mulan they're not wrong for feeling like Morgan and Danielle are mean girls or bullies or whatever, but at the end of the day, if these are supposed to be your friends and you have these unresolved feelings towards them that you're telling everybody except them, don't be upset when they're upset, because clearly they're going to look at it like, oh, you're talking about me behind my back, or you don't really like me like that. Anytime you have a problem with somebody, but you end up telling somebody else and it gets back to them from somebody else and you're supposed to be their friend, it's always going to be a problem because it just looks messy. It just looks like you're talking about me behind my back, like you don't like me like that. So, you know, they had every right to feel that way. Even though Neek and Mulan were not wrong. They were being mean girls and stuff like that. But these are supposed to be your friends. You should have just pulled them to the side or something like that. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought about all of that in the comments down below. Stay happy, healthy, and all of that good stuff. And I will see y'all in my next video.